What's up everybody, this is CheezyMrPoof and welcome you back to Tamriel Tuesday, your weekly dose of Elder Scrolls Legends gameplay on the CheezyMrPoof channel. And without further ado, let's check out the deck that we will be playing today. And I got something special for you this time around. What I have for you here is the CheezyMrPoof intro deck Hlaalu. Now let me explain myself. At first I was going to do like a thing where I just take a look at all the pre-constructed theme decks that you can buy from the store. But then I got to thinking, the thing I do with those is like, I play the version and then I like modify the version to make it more consistent. But then I was like, how about I just cut the middleman and just make an intro deck myself right away. I did see a Reddit post on the Elder Scrolls Legends subreddit where I think it was Warrior7 who said he was going to do a similar thing but in stream format. But I'm going to do what I feel like doing, and I'm going to be making a YouTube series with the Tamriel Tuesday stamped onto it, and we're going to be playing some intro decks for new players, and who knows, maybe you can play this without even playing a new player if you want to experience the deck. So anyway, what do we have here? We have Hlaalu, which is a combination of strength, willpower, and agility. And the House Hlaalu mechanic is plot. And plot raise bonus effect if you played another card this turn. So yeah, what we're going to be trying to do here is we're going to be having a lot of cheap stuff, as you can see, are from the 0 to 2 mana cost. It's quite a sweep here. So yeah, we also have Goblin Skulk, which is a lovely card, and I feel like the Goblin Skulk curse package is a must-have when you're trying to do some plot shenanigans. And we also have Raiding Party to get us some zero-cost firebrands. I was kind of like on and off about putting the actual firebrands into this deck. So I'm gonna be rolling with a version that does not run hard copies of Nord Firebrand, but in the future we might want to put those in, who knows. So yeah. We're also running 19 prophecies in this deck, so we do have quite the high amount of prophecies in the deck. But yeah, let's just take a look at some of the interesting things we have here. May I just say this, I'm only using rares and commons in this deck. There's no epics, there's no legendaries, so you're gonna be okay. Alright, so where this deck thrives is when we get value out of our cards like Hlaalu Oathman, where we can possibly draw a card and gain 3 magicka this turn. And when we get more magicka, we can do more things. We can play more cards a turn, so we're gonna get the tempo. So what this deck is, it's kind of like a tempo deck. At least it feels like that to me when I built it. Like, good tempo from Lower Canton Smith, comboed up with like a Nord Firebrand, or perhaps a curse, getting us that plot trigger. Hlaalu Oathman into Hlaalu Oathman, if we get the card draw trigger as well, is going to be pretty sweet. We also have Grand Inquisitor, which gets better as the game keeps progressing. So when we hit turn 8, we can actually exalt this guy, and he's going to be... We're going to play a dude who's going to kill one of their dudes, and we get a 5-6 out of the trade. So that's going to be a pretty good trade in my opinion. It can also be used in the early game if the opponent is on an aggressive strategy. And Hab Defender is obviously there, Cliff Racer obviously there. We're running Javelins because we're trying to be like tempo-y, and I feel like getting this off a rune is going to be huge in most cases. And because this is only rares and commons, the late game sweep is a little bit different than you might expect from other decks. Like, we're running Night Prowler, which I actually love this card really much. The art on this card, the fact that you can draw a card when you get the cover on it, and you can always get it if you put it in the Shadow Lane. And I really like this card, to be honest. And we do have 2 copies of Gloom Lurker, so we can double dip on the cover with the Night Prowler, so it could happen. We also have Sheer Points, which is just like, you put this card in your deck with agility. The only synergy with Sheer Points right now is the curses. And the other Sheer Points, obviously. So if you feel like you need more minus effects, You could put in Drain Vitalities and the Word Walls. Word Walls and Drain Vitalities common rare regions, so it's fine. I don't think you want to put anything else in there. Murkwater Witch is fine, because it does technically give minus stats to a creature and you play a creature at the same time, but I'm not feeling it because I'm not feeling it because it's just a 1-on-1. If we had some kind of a buff strategy going on, I might be able to squeeze it in, but at this stage, no. Also, a card I was looking at quite a lot and thought it could go into this deck is Morag-Tong Assassin, because the 2 Magicka, 3/2 stat line, and summons an 0/1 target with the guard, and you get the Slay. So if you want to substitute a Morag-Tong Assassin for, let's say, Warclaw Mercenary, you could do that. I wouldn't even be against that. So yeah. But yeah, I don't think we have any other -2, -2, -1, -1 effects we can put in here. Malefic Wreath, not feeling it. And I think there was one more, yeah, Drain Blood. Betray could be interesting because you get to play more copies of this, but again, not in this deck. Maybe in another deck. And if you have copies of Murkwater Shaman, I feel like it does have a place in this deck. Maybe throw out Ael's Huntmates, put in the Murkwater Shamans if you have these epics, but this build does not use epics. So yeah, that's what we have. And who could forget Nixox? He did get nerfed because you only gain 5 Magicka this turn instead of the full 7 or 6, was it? So yeah, as you can see, this is the deck. It's going to be on a tempo strategy. We have a lot of Prophecy, we have pretty good 2-drops, Daring Cutpurse and Circle Initiate, very strong plays on the curve. So yeah, this is the deck. Let's see how it does in the rank ladder. Lacrimal Quietism, I'm not even going to. Anyway, we have found an opponent and we're gonna see how our Hlaalu deck does against another Hlaalu deck. If it's an aggressive one, Feasting Hunger is fine. Also, it might be fine on curve anyway. I'd rather not play the Puppeteer this early on, so I'm just gonna redraw that. Gambit is fine because we can move Daring Cutpurse around. And we get to double dip on the Pilfer trigger if we need to use the Gambit on the Cutpurse. But yeah, hello.
Luck to your house. They make it too easy.
Cutpurse is out and about. Don't kill it.
If you want to talk business, you've come to the right place.
Okay, that's not too scary. Now, the cool thing here is we have just drawn the Hlaalu Oathman, and it reads, if you have a agility card in play, gain 3 magic at this turn. So we could just get a free 2-drop, I mean a 2/2, not a 2-drop. But we could get a free 2/2 and then play like an East March or Feasting Hunger. But I feel like I could do an Archer's Gambit turn this turn. Because if he plays a lethal guy and something that shackles, we can just guard up with the Feasting Hunger. So I think I am actually going to do this. Double dip, we get a 4/4, and we're feeling fine. Now we have to be careful of the prophecies. Willpower is in this deck, so there could be a Javelin coming out if we break the rune.
Just tell me who to stab.
Oh, that's gonna be good value. You actually get both because of this. Give the second creature you summon each turn +2/+2.
Meddled in our business for the last
That is pretty interesting, actually. Now I'm going to play Hlaalu Oathman right now. Or am I? See, I say that. Yeah, no, I have to play Oathman first.
Just tell me who to stab.
We're going to get the 3 Magicka. And I'm gonna hit face now. We dodge the removals. So what I could play now is East March to get another card draw in. And I feel like I'm going to do that, because it also gives me 4 power in the Shadow lane and a card draw, so it's gonna be really good. And we get the Skooma Racketeer, which can give lethal, and that can be quite good as well. And if he doesn't get rid of Daring Cutpurse right now, it might actually snowball the game for me. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this board state. This is pretty scary though.
Tests us.
Okay, can he kill me? Actually, yes he can, because of the Haunted Manor.
Did you hear that? My sword is yours.
Although he did just use the
Nothing.
trigger on this instead of
You've meddled in
the
our business for
Firebrands.
the last time.
So I guess he doesn't want to kill it on his terms. Alright. So the bad news is we can't use Skooma Racketeer with the raiding party this turn. But we can sacrifice our Daring Cutpurse, get a Circle Initiate value out of swinging here. Now we have to remember that he does have 2 Nord Firebrands, and one of them is going to get the buff from Haunted Manor if he chooses to do that. So we gotta be careful. Okay, Circle Initiate. Probably around here.
I am ready to join the circle.
Don't make me laugh.
Don't make me laugh.
Nothing personal.
And I feel like Feasting Hunger here might be pretty good to protect these guys. And the health doesn't hurt either. Okay, so we're putting on a lot of pressure, but the Haunted Manor with Nord Firebrands is a scary combo in my opinion. Alright, let's see what he's going to do.
You meddled in our business for the last time.
That's the first one. Now he can play the second one. Oh, he actually goes for Giant Bat to get the drain value. Not a bad play.
What have we here?
Not a bad play at all. We can, however, use Raiding Party with Skooma Racketeer this turn, so that's good for us.
Tests us.
But before we do that, we're going to break a rune. Now we didn't use Circle Initiate because we're going to use Skooma Racketeer with the Nord Firebrand.
Nothing
And
personal.
I don't think I want to get 2 damage in just for that, so...
Time to fight.
And let's split up the lanes a little bit.
This one offers something tasty.
Gonna keep this for potential breaking of guards with the lethal combo. So yeah, I think he still has a Firebrand. Fairly sure he does. I think he has them both, right? No, he has 1, at least.
Time to fight.
Okay, that's the one. No buff. Another bat, maybe.
Let's see if we can't reach
Canton Smith. Yeah, that's a pretty good combo as well. Can you kill my 4-2? If you can, that's actually gonna set me back.
Let's see if we can't reach
Yep, the Canton Smith comes out.
My scales moving.
At least it's an even trade, which is good.
I'll take them with me.
On the face. Alright, Piercing Javelin, not what I was hoping for, but
I am ready to join.
we're just gonna have to roll with the punches. I can't play Javelin, but I'm saving it up for a guard, so it's fine. I could play Firebrand Racketeer, because I have the Javelin, so I can break through any pesky guards. And I can start dividing up the damage, putting this here, so I think that's okay.
Time to fight.
This one offers something tasty.
Alright. I'm feeling okay about our situation. Another haunted manor. Okay, that's still 3 magic I just used for that. And a card draw. You only have 2 left, so I'm feeling pretty good about my situation. I don't think he can blow me out. Riftain. Yeah. We can jab it.
I sharpen weapons. Don't care to wield them.
I'll take them with me.
We can definitely just chuck a javelin at this thing. We also have a racketeer.
Customers.
Let's
only.
add 2 damage first. Javelin then. And if this is no prophecy, we have the kill. And we do.
Only undefeated.
This was a worthy contest. Hey, that went pretty well. Alright, we're up against Winston, the founder, playing the monk. Now, the thing I was thinking about before making this actual deck was that you could actually just, like, bring this deck down a bit by taking out strength entirely and making it a monk deck, which I actually really like the idea of. This looks like a pretty good opener again.
Luck to your house.
Let's just hope we don't get out aggroed. I mean, if he starts playing really aggressively, we do have Vivek City Pilgrim here for some heals. But yeah, this 2-drop sweep is pretty sweet. Fabricate. You have piqued my interest, Winston. You have piqued my interest. Looks like a cut person.
They make it too easy.
Let's hope he survives. And no guards. Ah, that's fine. It's fine-ish.
Kajit has had enough.
Let's actually drop Fighter's Guild here.
The hist will reclaim me.
If he has nothing to remove this with, it's going to be a pretty okay trade for me. Alright. Spider Worker. So, I think it's safe to say we're up against a neutral monk deck, which is probably going to be pretty sweet. I am very interested to see where this goes. He's definitely getting the health back.
Kajit has had enough.
Okay.
I seek the poet
Pilgrim
gods
here,
ready to
Circle
join the
Initiate here.
circle.
We have a pretty good sweep of powerful 2-drops. Let's see if he can remove them. I mean, Hive Defender could come out here. Hive Defender here would be pretty good, because I can't kill it. Kaguti Fabricant wouldn't be great, honestly, in this situation. Nixhound Fabricant, though, that might be okay. Also, it's the allergy season here in Finland. It's starting. It's coming. There's nothing I can do to stop it. It's going to be bad. All right.
Protect the harbinger.
Let's get the value.
Vivek, guide my blade.
I really don't want to play an Eastmarch Crusader without actually drawing a card from it, but it's starting to look like we might need to do it here. Just so we don't fall out of the tempo. Next turn we can do Night Prowler, and then we can do Nixox, so that's going to be good. And this is going to be a card draw. So that's also pretty nice. That is a Monk Strike. That's gonna hurt. Now he could have killed Circle Initiate, but I guess the bigger threat was the bigger threat there. Okay, I'm not feeling too threatened.
Don't make me laugh.
Vivek, guide my blade. Protect the Harbinger.
So I'm just dropping the Prowler. I was like, what is this? Yeah, dude, Night Prowler. It's like an East March Crusader, but slightly bigger. And I do mean slightly. Okay, so let's hold the Dwemer. Unfortunately, it looks like Night Prowler will die here. I could save up Nixox for a turn to play Shearpoint, so my thing doesn't die in this trade.
Vivek, guide my blade.
I actually kind of like that. Alright. Still feeling pretty good about my chances.
Guide us.
Alright, that's 5 Magicka and nothing. Well, that's not nothing. But okay. Alright, what do we do here? I think we want to break the rune. Yep.
Vivek, guide my blade.
See, when you let a Vivek City Pilgrim just like go nuts, I'm already at 38, which is pretty good. Okay, so this is going to be the tempo swing. We're gonna play Nixox, we're gonna get 5 more Magicka, we're gonna draw a card with the East March Crusader. We draw into a lower Canton Smith, which we're going to drop.
Let's see if we can
And buff up our Vivek City Pilgrim. Look at this board state. I still have 3 cards in hand. I've done all this. Feels pretty good. Nixox is still pretty good. Also, my nose keeps itching so much because of all the allergy, seasonal allergy stuff. Alright. Don't count out Winston with the Dwemer here. The Dwemer are becoming huge. Oh man, they're so huge I can't actually kill them with Grand Inquisitor, which is actually kind of funny.
I sharpen weapons. Don't
But
care
yeah,
to wield.
let's just
Vivek, guide
give
my
the swings.
blade.
And I think I'm just gonna save my Nixox.
The war claws earn their pay.
I'm pretty sure 2 robots can't kill me from 42. I'm pretty confident about my situation. Fabricate. Yeah, this has been mostly just neutral stuff. We did see a Monk Strike though, and a Divine Fervor. That's custom Fabricant. That's an automaton. That's a Vivek City Pilgrim, which we will
I
drop
seek
without the
poet
Exalt,
God's wisdom.
The Redoran demand.
because the Redoran demand your death. And we should have the game here. Yep,
Vivek, guide my blade.
GG's.
Contest?
That was a weird matchup, honestly. Okay, we're back with the deck here, and let me just say, it felt pretty good playing this thing. Like, the subtle little combos with Hlaalu Oathman, getting you 3 more Magicka, you can play another thing after that, and that last game with the Nixox into, I think it was East March, and I think I played another Vivek City Pilgrim, or maybe a Warclaw Mercenary. Anyway, it feels like you're doing so many things with this deck, and I actually love it. And you can actually survive in the late game as well with the cards like Grand Inquisitor, Nick Socks giving you more value, Night Prowler gets you another card draw trigger when you drop it in the Shadow Lane, Ayla's Huntmate, card draw, East March, card draw. To some extent, Goblin Skulk, card draw. Feels pretty good. So yeah, if you are new to the game, I definitely recommend you look at this list here. Look at the list. Scrolling down, the rest of the list. That's the list. You should probably craft this and try it out if you are feeling like House Hlaalu is your jam. This is a pretty good build that I actually really love playing. And it's only commons and rares. Remember that. It's pretty cheap to actually make. I don't remember which ones I have more, rares or commons, but it looks pretty evenly spread out actually. There might even be more commons than rares. But yeah. It's a super fun deck if you're a beginner. You feel like you're still like competing. You have like so many good tools you can use. And your early game sweep is actually really good, so you can just snowball the game out of control with Daring Cutpurse, Circle Initiate, maybe Vivek City Pilgrim, Warclaw Mercenary alone. And yeah. That's the deck, and that's all for this week. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a like, drop a comment down below, subscribe to the channel for more Elder Scrolls Legends gameplay and other kind of content like this. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next one.